With every installment of Paper Mario within the series, Mario is introduced to a bunch of quirky new characters with their own personalities and abilities to aid Mario on his journey. Well, just the first 3 games, because the last 2 games, they're very generic. Today, we will be going down the list of partners in the original Paper Mario game for the Nintendo 64 and ranking them based on how memorable and useful they are. Be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button to be up to date on the latest Paper Mario content. With all that out of the way, let's get these partners ranked. My name is JuniorAlexanderLeiva, aka Mr. Awesome, and this is Paper Mario 64 Partner Rankings. So starting off this list is Lackluster. He's at the bottom of the list for many reasons. For starters, he's a very forgettable character. Memorable characters are important to me, so when I say that someone is forgettable, I mean that the character is a piece of paper. Mario.
Ooh, you suck!
Think about it though. You take a Lakitu, which already has a dorky kind of look, and you make him cool. Keep in mind that his name also sounds like lackluster, which means dull or boring. So which is he? Is he cool or is he boring? I shouldn't have to be dealing with this existential crisis of a Lakitu for a damn YouTube video. I mean, first of all, he's the last partner you get in the original Paper Mario game, so he's not really that important in the grand scheme of things. Other than that, he can be useful. That is until you realize that he's mostly used for the chapter he first appears in, which again is at the end of the game. If anything, you can ride on his shoulders like Gohan rides Goku's shoulders in Dragon Ball Z, which is cool. But it mainly reminds me of Yoshi Kid from the 1000-Year Door more than anything. Lady Bo is a ghoul that is not afraid to smack her enemies into submission. It's really satisfying to see her smack up her enemies, but unfortunately she does not have power to her punches later on in the game. This is one of the major turnoffs about this partner in Spiritual Crime. One of the most useful abilities that Lady Bo has is her invincibility ability. This ability allows you to hide in plain sight during battle and in the overworld, so that all enemies that attack you or try to attack you will miss you for the entire turn. This can be used when your health is low, or you just need another turn to pass, or when a super attack is coming up and you have no means of dodging. However, the majority of fights are spent beating up the enemies and not hiding from them. If there were more options for her, she would definitely been higher on this list for sure. Sushi is a color swap of a Cheep Cheep, but for some reason, it feels unique to me. It is oftentimes the simplest changes that can make a big difference. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Lackluster. Maybe if you didn't try so damn hard to be cool, you would have been placed higher on the list, but sadly, you're not. Sushi's swimming abilities are useful, but they're honestly nothing to brag about. She's as basic as a partner gets, and she isn't overpowered at all, but at the same time, she's someone I can rely on, and that's all I ask for in a partner. You can get her in Lava Lava Island and at the Yoshi Village. You know, she's pretty useful in that chapter, but she may not be the best partner, but she's certainly not a raw fish. You might want to keep in mind though, what places her on this list is her Tidal Wave move. That move has done wonders for me in my recent playthrough here on my YouTube live streams. Because woo, that move does a lot of damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
At number 4 is possibly my favorite Goomba in the entire Mario franchise. It's Goombario. What is there to hate about this little man? He has a cool blue hat and that's just about it. Like I said, simplicity can do a lot of things, and you know, Goombas have a really basic design and you rarely get to see anything original from them. And this hat just does something to this Goomba, man. It just original character, you know?
This hat be hitting different.
This game allowed multiple basic Mario enemies to become unique and not boring for once. They even decide to give him a different name that's combined with Goomba and Mario. Goombario. It's not the most clever of names, but it's his name, alright? His title ability allows you to get more information on your enemy, as well as some lore on them as well. He's like the personal tour guide as you discover more about the characters in the Paper Mario world. However, The usefulness of the title becomes less useful once you have the Peekaboo badge. And honestly, that's kind of disappointing, because it's a unique ability for Goombario and it gets taken away because of a badge that you just equip. So if you don't really care about the lore of the characters and you just want to see what their health is like, Goombario is pretty useless. Unless you're trying to 100% the game, then, you know, by all means, Goombario is your first and foremost partner. Now, I don't have much use for Goombario, especially after the Peekaboo badge. I don't have to spend a turn trying to find out the enemy's health just because of the Peekaboo badge, but oh well. I like Goombario, you like Goombario.
He, she, me.
I like Goombario. And number 3 is Kooper. Kooper's an awesomely designed partner in Paper Mario, and I love it so much. He looks like the friend of an anime protagonist. You know, the one that always wants to be as strong as you but will never be able for plot reasons. Yeah, that's Kooper. Kooper is, if you can't guess it, he's a Koopa. There's no surprises there. He rocks the red scarf and red wristbands with a blue shell and has a bandana on his right cheek just to show you he's not f***ing around, because he's a Koopa. He's a mean machine, and his usefulness in his combat shows. He's the best when it comes to taking on multiple enemies at once, which, you know, makes it a lot easier to kill them. This is probably one of the most unique partners to go on a journey with. He's very effective, and for a while, I couldn't figure why I liked Kooper so much, but I think I finally understood why. So apparently I have this child now, and I guess I'll just take him on a journey with me and have him fight monsters. You know, nothing dangerous around here. Because we know, Watt the little Sparky is a ball of electricity that is sentient. Or is she a small sun that is sentient? Now that I mention it, Watt is just a Mario version of a damn baby from the Teletubbies. You can't fool me, Nintendo. I know your tricks. I've been playing your games for 23 years. It's clearly a baby because it has a pacifier in its mouth, despite never revealing her age. You find Watt in the Shy Guy's toy box after rescuing her from getting kidnapped by the Big Lantern Ghost. Watt kinda reminds me of Koenma from Yu Yu Hakusho. The baby that always has a pacifier and can transform into an older man. You know, that guy, the one that's on screen right now? I don't know, there's just a resemblance between the baby version of Koenma and Watt. Watt is one of the most useful partners in the game. She can illuminate the dark areas and do a lot of damage in battle. For being so small and fragile looking, she sure can pack a punch, especially at the final boss. Finally, at the number 1 spot, it's Bombat. What makes this partner so special that it can take the number 1 spot on this list? I mean, shit, she could blow things up. I like blowing things up. And that's it for this list. If you like this list, hit the like button. Nah, I'm only kidding. It's not the end of the video. Let me explain, please. So, Bombat can do some good damage that can hit multiple enemies like Kooper. And she's actually better than Kooper for the simple fact that Bombat can damage enemies regardless if they're in the ground or not. Bombat's design reminds me of the bomb enemies from Super Mario 64. From, you know, the ones from Bob on Battlefield, those pink looking ones? Those. I like the design because I never really put that much thought into genders of bob-ombs, because who thinks about genders with bombs? Because that's kind of weird, but apparently it's a thing. And the designers did a good job for making her feel like a female bob-omb. They gave her a ribbon type wing design on her back and made her a nice soft color. Her fuse is also different. It kind of looks like it's always lit, or it's some kind of special rope. Either way, Bombat's usefulness and unique design gave her the number 1 spot in this list. Congratulations, Bombat. We may never see you in another Paper Mario again. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Paper Mario video. Make sure to subscribe for future Paper Mario videos. If you guys have your own rankings list, make sure to put them in the comments down below. Let's have a discussion. I want to hear what makes your partner better than my partner list. And if you put Lackluster for number 1, I want to know why. Enlighten me, please. As always, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Zabre for editing this video. Shout out to the members for putting that pizza on my pepperoni. And yeah, as always, stay golden and please wash your hands.